Hello, Martin is here. Hello, Martin is here. And Tarmo, I just added Tarmo or co-speaker. Now, Tarmo, I see you are a listener. I think you sent a request and I approved the request, but it's still, I see you as a listener. Maybe you need to send a new request, Tarmo. Okay, that's the usual thing stuff at the beginning of the X spaces, getting our listeners converted to the speakers. Okay, Tarmo, you have to send a new request. Tarmo said he sent a request. It's not yet arrived. Interesting. So I'm waiting till the request is arriving here that I can make Tarmo to the speaker. And then we can, of course, then we can start. Okay. Oh, Tarmo will join again. Tarmo dropped off. Okay, now a new request has been received. Let me click on this. Approve. Hello. 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 Right to speak. Hello, Tarmo. I still see Tarmo as a listener. So yeah, lately we have had always this space issues, this time too. Okay, now Tarmo is saying he's writing me in Telegram third request sent. No, I haven't seen the third one yet, I have to admit. I've seen only two. So I guess we have to keep trying. Oh, Tarmo, I got an idea. If you hear me, just if you drop out, drop in, I try to add you as a co-host. Maybe this will work. So let's try this one. Anyhow, I don't see the third request. Okay, Tarmo dropped out and we'll come back and I try to add him as a co-host. Invite to co-host. Send co-host invite. Okay, now Tarmo, you received a co-host invite. Maybe this will fix this issue that we can start finally the X space. So, because the topic is today very interesting. Okay, crossing the chasm in a Web3 how, and well, we gave a little hint already on the title of the X space as well. So, Tarmo, you should have received a request to become a co-host. Guess you have to accept it. And when you accept it, then you can be speaker automatically. Now, Tarmo, if I see you sent me a picture that you're a co-host. If you speak, now, can you speak, Tarmo? Because I cannot hear Tarmo. Okay, we keep trying. Okay, I sent you invitation to speak. Now, Tarmo, I sent you invitation to speak too. Oh, I cannot hear Tarmo. Tarmo, I cannot hear you. Yeah. Now, Tarmo is writing that he can hear me, but it's interesting, I cannot hear Tarmo. No. Okay, I'm out of the IDs, Tarmo, how we can make you the speaker. I don't know. Let's wait, maybe something will happen. Maybe it will happen. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, Tarmo will drop out and we'll log in again. Maybe something is wrong with the device. Let's reboot the device. Okay, sorry, in the future, who will be listening to these things, so every time we have a little issue here with the space. Yes, Tarmo, we can hear you. No, don't change anything. Don't change anything. No. Tarmo, can you speak a little bit more?
Yes, thank you. Finally, I got in.
What was it? What did you change? Just for the curiosity, what was it?
I just did to refresh of Chrome cache, and now I'm in.
Very interesting. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now we spent already 5 minutes trying to connect us in the X spaces, so we managed this. Now, lately the X spaces have been very unstable. Now, this is our 18th X space. 18th X space, we are doing X spaces every 2 weeks. On every 2 weeks, we are doing them on AI and Web3 intersection. And today's topic is then crossing the chasm in a Web3. Now, the guys who are a little bit older, who know the internet age, internet hype, what happened 20 plus years ago, they know there was from Geoffrey Moore, a book called Crossing the Chasm. It was very much about the Web2 industry, like how to become a scalable mainstream Web2 application. Now, we will dive now in what does crossing the chasm mean in a Web3. Now, this is our 18th, repeating 18th of X-Space. We have been doing X-Spaces every 2 weeks since January. We started this beginning of January. And the recordings of our earlier X-Spaces, they're all on our YouTube. You can listen to them as a podcast. And there are as well as summaries, so browse through. Now, before I start to talk too much, let's do the intros. Tarmo, cool to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Tarmo. I am a distinguished architect. I have overall some 25 years experience as an architect, ex-chief architect of Finova, largest Swiss banking platform, 11 years architect in Credit Suisse, vice president level, and 4 master degrees, PhD by Nobel Prize winner, CFA, Kaya. Yeah, this is and lot of applications I've built, over 200, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin,
yeah, and we have been in a crypto, blockchain topics very long time now. In case you want to, it's always do not trust, verify. I think it's on ChainAware blog. We have the article from 2014 January. It's a copy of an article which we published for the Swiss CFA magazine. We are CFAs, and that's on the title of the article is a Bitcoin price forecast. Throughout 2014, we forecasted 10,000, so we were wrong. You see, sometimes we are wrong. So, but we have been in the sector very much. So, and we launched before as well another project called Smart Credit. Now we're doing ChainAware. Okay, Tarmo will give an intro, but let me introduce myself. Now, I am Martin. I'm co-founder. When I'm speaking here, you see the ChainAware speaking. So, because I'm logging in from the ChainAware account. But anyhow, I'm Martin. So, and okay, my background, I'm coming very much for the startup industry. So, in my previous life assignments, I've launched 4 successful. This was before Web3, are called applications, not dApps, but applications, internet-based applications. I think they are now 300, 400, 500,000 user base. I don't know it exactly. But anyhow, these are scalable applications, scalable businesses. And then we created Smart Credit. Tarmo will say some words about this. And then we had the ChainAware, which grew then out of the Smart Credit.
Yes.
And my background, yeah, I was very much then in the startup industry, but then I ended up in a Credit Suisse. How does it happen? Because Credit Suisse pays so much money that you think like, why should I make this my life so difficult? No, it's not difficult at all. In a startup industry, and then you end up in a Credit Suisse, and because they pay you so well, then I got stuck there for 10 years as a VP. But I'm very thankful to the Credit Suisse. I learned very many things there. And we are not talking today about why Credit Suisse was taken over by UBS. We can make a separate topic about this. But yeah, I have 4 master degrees coming from startup industry, and now luckily with Smart Credit and ChainAware, I am back in a startup industry. Yoo-hoo!
Yes.
Tarmo, do you want to say some words about Smart Credit?
Yes, Smart Credit is amazing innovation. It is first of a kind. We created fixed term fixed interest sector for all DeFi, decentralized finance, or all crypto. We were first product in this area. We were copied, Martin, you know it better, the numbers, 20 or 30 or how many applications or initiatives copied us, and yes.
Oh yes, and smart credit. Okay, technically
we created full. Please go on.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, fixed term, and okay, we're not going today so much, fixed term, fixed interest topic, but fixed interest, fixed term topic, practically have two ways to solve it, or three ways to solve it. One is with an order book. We did an order book based. Then you have like a zero bond. Okay, zero bonds. Okay, practically you have always to create a new pools for every maturity, and to add a senior junior pool. And it was very funny. Then senior junior pools, they got a massive VC investments. I think we counted, and then we stopped counting. We got like a $50 million VC investments, and de facto 80% of these VC projects they got closed. We are happily there with smart credit. So. Yeah, and because the motto was from the real economy, you need a fixed interest, fixed term, not just a variable rate and variable interest. This is a very advanced. If someone says variable rate and variable interest is good, I'm saying go and look Deutsche Bank, go and look on the Deutsche Bank balance sheet, and go and look on the interest rate derivatives and credit default swaps and so on, and then ask anyone from Deutsche Bank, is it really good idea to do interest rate whatever derivatives or whatever. Now, and then the second project, then which go up from smart credit is ChainAware, and then we will stop on then we will jump to the topic of today. But Tarmo, do you want to introduce ChainAware, so chain awareness and chain?
Yes, it's also amazing innovation. We created first, you can say almost first AI or machine learning products for all crypto sector. And we use publicly available crypto transactions data, and we can predict the number of intentions user have just based on their wallet address. And it's very high prediction accuracy, and it shows the direction for the industry. We have all this public data, which is in blockchains, and we know how to leverage this data, how to monetize this data, and how to get knowledge out of this data. And this is ChainAware. It is amazing.
Oh, okay, let me say it very short, but the ChainAware is doing. So practically, we have capability to predict. And many people are going to price prediction. We say, no, price prediction, no, we don't want it. Let the others do the price predictions. We don't want it. What we predict is a behavior. We predict who is doing fraud, for example, in the future, or which contracts doing rug pull in the future, or who is future borrower, or future lender, or future trader, or future gamer, or future combination lender and gamer, or NFT dealer and borrower. So what is the user's intentions? We predict it. So we predict user behavior. So fraud inclusive, because you need always fraud element to exclude the bad players. Okay, we will come on this later. Now, the second thing what we do in ChainAware is now we have calculated the intentions, and everyone is saying, so what? Okay, we say very easy. Now we connect this with one-to-one targeting system, so that we can target users based on their intentions. So one-to-one targeting user acquisition system. So that's practically in ChainAware. So on one side we calculate what users or contracts are doing us next, and then we can target required users. Okay, specific users with intention-based messaging based on the next behavior. Now, why do we need this? Because that's exactly this topic that we're speaking today, crossing the chasm. We'll come on this later, so I hope the intro is all that we can stop from intro to the real stuff. 15 minutes in intro, 5 minutes has been infrastructure, 10 minutes introduction. So, yeah, okay, Tarmo. I'm talking too much again. Sorry for this. Now let's jump to the topic. So what's the issue in the Web3? So what's the Web3 key issue?
Oh, it is maybe not fully understood what is the key issue in Web3. In Web3, we have enormous innovation wave. There are over 10,000 applications which have built in Web3. It is enormous innovation. It is wave of innovation, and it is amazing what has been built in Web3. We have overall some 500 million Web3 users, and applications which are built in Web3, these are fully digitalized. These are not like these Web2 or Web1 applications where you have huge back offices which do manual work. No, it's 100% straight through processing, fully digitalized. And due to this full digitalization, operating cost of Web3 applications are around 8 times lower than in Web2. And it means if you just take operating cost, Web3 wins Web2. But now we come to this but. And what is the issue in Web3 are enormous acquisition cost. We can say cost per transacting user, cost per acquiring a transacting user are over $1,000.
Okay, if you're going to DeFi, yes, let's say in DeFi sector, it's above $1,000,
Yeah.
but maybe in the gaming sector, it's a little bit less, but yes. So it is, please.
Hopefully, I hope in financial sector in blockchain, it's over $1,000. And if you compare it now with Web2, in Web2, with all these technologies, with AdTech, we apply in Web2, cost per acquiring a new transacting user is now $. And this is now the main issue, Martin, what we have in Web3. Acquisition costs are too high, and companies just can't acquire users. And you can build these extremely innovative solutions, automate business processes to completely new business models, fully digitalized. But you can't acquire users. Just it's very costly to acquire users with current Web3. Or Martin,
Yeah,
what's
okay,
your
let me
point?
make a very, how it's called, on the napkin calculation. So, okay, now we don't know exactly how many Web3 projects are there. Let's say there are 50,000, maybe 60,000, maybe 70,000. Okay, so be it. Now, the next question is, how many Web3 users are there? Web3 users. Okay, Web3, it's a self-custodial. Now, how many are there? We calculate 50 million growing every day. Okay, now let's make it. So we have 50,000 projects and 50 million. So it means 1,000 users per project, technically speaking. 1,000 users per project. Which, if you think now this way, should be enough for everyone. So we have every project could get 1,000 users, and which are matching perfectly with them. And these 1,000 users are then bringing enough revenues for them. And everyone is happy. Users will be happy. The projects will be happy. The industry will be blooming, growing. Everything will be beautiful. Now, but this is not happening. This is not happening because you see the issue is here. We have all these massive innovations, but the acquisition costs. Now, of course, there are some big brands. So let's take some big brands. You go to DeFi Llama. We always look on the DeFi Llama. We see the top projects by the TVL or by the revenues of the big brands. They are there. Cool. Everyone knows them. But no, for example, if you look on the revenues of these projects in DeFi Llama, the publishers build the revenues of projects. You see how fast it declines. Now, you take that the first players, they get like a full market, and there is a long tail. It's not fat tail, it's a long tail of very many projects trying to survive, trying to generate revenues. Now, some generate revenues more, some less, but it's the ratio between the first ones on the market versus then the others. It's disastrous. It's disastrous for the other players. Now, that's the issue. Now, these initial market makers, okay, it's called now market players. It's called, of course, the network effect and yada yada. Okay, we know all of the network effect. So, network effect is just a justification. It's not the cause. The cause of this is that we are not getting right users to the right platforms. This is the cause.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And this results in a massive, horrific acquisition costs. Now, of course, the Web3 projects are financed via the tokens. Beautiful. You make hype, marketing, hype. Token is up. Everyone is speaking. This is the next NVIDIA. How they call this? graphical company, you see, or next Microsoft or next Google. But how do you get the users? So we say there are 50,000 projects, there's 50 million like Web3 users, 1,000 per project. Many of them are startups without the projects, without the working products yet. So there should be enough users to everyone. But we are not getting the right users, the right platforms. Acquisition costs being horrific. So that means if you're looking on this long tail, not fat tail, but long tail, based on the revenue streams. So then how will these projects, the challenging projects, compete with, okay, German word Platz here, so compete with the big boys, with the big players. So how will they do it? Do they have a technologies to do it? Okay, and that's what we will analyze today. How they could do it. Yeah. So, and yeah, that's the key issue in a Web3. But now let's jump to this. We have in a title today, we had this, the X-Base number 18, then the title, Crossing the Chasm. Now, Crossing the Chasm is a book from Geoffrey Moore. And this was kind of Bible during the internet time. You know, when the internet hype happened, year 99, 2000, and so. So now, but maybe people haven't looked at this terminology. Do you want to explain it now? The crossing the chasm. What was the key point of Geoffrey Moore?
Oh, it says people are have different intentions in technology lifecycle, and technology starts slowly and grows, slowly grows, and then later comes maturity, etc. And what is the classification of users is first you have like innovators. These are just fans of technology. They like technology, they use buggy software, they are beta testers, they don't care about bugs, they just take new technologies and use it. Then you have early adopters. They are interested like, oh, there is a new application, I look what's interesting can be done it, what can I do with it, and they already require a little bit more stable software. And then you have early maturity, and early maturity wants secure, enterprise capable software. And later maturity, where all these masses comes, and laggards who comes in the latest. Now, the point being is that each of these 5 groups needs a completely different marketing message. Innovators need a message about how cool is technology. Early adopters need a message how cool is the application. Early maturity needs message how I benefit from this application. Maturity use these applications, and laggards, oh, everybody's using, I have to use it too.
Tarmo, just giving I'm losing your voice a little bit now. I don't know, is it just me or everyone listening? So, but just told it that you know it. Okay, but please continue.
And issue is you have to use specific marketing message for each of these groups. And what's of course written in this book is that there is a big gap between early adopters and early maturity. It's that you have to change completely your marketing message. Yes, that's true. But it's also that each of these groups needs a completely different marketing message. Martin.
Oh, okay, yeah, and so, and just let's say if you're taking early adopters and so we're taking, of course, let's think back now 4 years, the previous Bitcoin cycle. Every 4 years we have a new Bitcoin cycle. I don't know which cycle we have now, but do you remember in 2017, 2018 was the time of the ICOs. There was always a white paper. People are always reading white papers to look like, wow. Actually, the website could be very cool, but there was a white paper. People looked at the white paper, they were technologists. Like, how cool white paper. Then we had 2021, 2021 cycle, the DeFi summer, and 2000, then NFT summer, what else followed there. People looked a little bit on white papers, but much more they started to look on the cool applications. That's exactly what the Tarmo is saying. So and yes, we have this bigger, this is the bigger clusters of the users. But that's not all. So Geoffrey Moore is just speaking of these peak clusters of the users, that you have to move from one cluster of the users to the other cluster. But we are saying something different. So it's the same what we said before, like let's think about 50,000 Web3 projects. Now, many of them don't have working products. Okay, let's say 1/3. Maybe we'll have. Okay, let's say 20%. Pareto, 28. 20% have, let's say that 10,000 working Web3 products, 50,000 users. So there should be enough. There should be enough users for every project. So every project, every user could find something that he likes, and we would not have so high concentration. So of course, like in a traditional finance, we speak of the monopoly powers, and so that not only traditional finance but traditional economy. So, but if you're looking now on the Web3 economies are very highly concentrated, very highly concentrated. Now, what does it mean? Again, there is innovation is coming to the market, but innovation is not coming to the users. Innovation is not coming to the users. So, because the market players, they're just, because they have now, because of network effects, because of the other effects, because of the VCs and yada yada is the topic, they have received so big power that other ones offering the innovations will have not difficulty to create a hype market. That's not the difficult to create a hype market, but the difficult to convert the users. Because on the end, you have to become a sustainable business. If you want to become a scalable business, so that's the topic today. Crossing the chasm is about how do we become a scalable business. It means you get users. These users bring revenues, and these revenues are higher than your cash flows, meaning these revenues are higher than your monthly spend. So that means that you start to generate cash flows, and then value of the companies and discounted cash flows. So with a discount rate. So, but you have to become scalable now. And it's not just that the crossing the chasm. The crossing the chasm, it was this like a famous topic of Geoffrey Moore. Okay, because you have to see in internet hype is 2000. There's a lot of technologies too. The same like in Web3. There was maybe different type of technologies. Into speaking, because I think the jump in now from the brick and mortar industry to the internet industry was quite a heavy jump. It was a bigger jump than we have now. Let's say from internet to the crypto. Now, and it was already a very big innovation from Geoffrey Moore to start to speak about these 5 groups like innovators, early adopters, early majority, and laggards. Beautiful. He convinced the general population, everyone listening is everyone beautiful. But we are saying this is just a part of an issue. Okay, this crossing the chasm. You can monitor the paradigms. You can take different technology paradigms, different narratives / paradigms, and you look how these paradigms go to the general population. You can analyze the penetration of paradigms in general population with this thesis of Geoffrey Moore. But we are coming here, how do I scale my business? And for scaling a business, I need users. And I need these users to generate enough revenues, that these revenues are higher than my monthly spend, and to scale up, I need even more and more revenues so that everything is automated. That's how we get there. Now, Tarmo.
Martin, but now is the question. It's Web3. It's number 3. How was it done in Web2?
Exactly. Let's see. Okay, yes, we're speaking of Web3, crossing the chasm. Yeah, how was it done in Web2? Do you want to?
No.
Oh, okay. Web2. Okay, like you see, Web2 had, but exactly the same situation. There's a lot of technologies. I remember the first browsers in a Web2. I remember that. I think there was even something like a text-based browsers. I've used them. They were like all the file-based systems and so. And then I even remember when the first Mozilla appeared. I'm sorry, for the first Netscape, the predecessor of Mozilla. I was like, no, I'm the old guy. I'm not using these graphical user interfaces. This is not technology. That's not right. So, okay, I was like on this attitude. So I will use only text-based browsers. No way I'm using this fancy software. So I was thinking this way. So it was very technology-centric, very, very technology-centric. Now, but the issue was exactly the same. there was a massive innovation, and maybe the innovation was bigger even because of from brick and mortar to get on the internet. I think this innovation was bigger than from internet to internet money. So well, that's a separate discussion. We're not going to six space on this one. Now, the same issue that we have in a Web3. Let's think in a Web3, 50,000 projects. Okay, 10,000 of them have real products, which are scalable products, but how do we get users? Now, how did Web2 solve the issue? How did Web2 went mainstream? Of course, there's teaching now in the business schools, the crossing the chasm and yada, yada, yada. But this crossing the chasm is like a fairy tale. It was, something was there, and then certainly something happened, and we got the results. Why did it happen? What happened? Why did we got this result? What was this magic there between? And this magic, what was there before? This was an ad technology. This was the clue. It wasn't that just certainly no people jumped from and started massively to use some new platform. No, it was ad technology. Because imagine that time too, the same as now. There are thousands of platforms, everyone was fighting for the innovators or the users. The same situation. Actually, if you took this arithmetic, you take the number of innovators, probably it was the same, like 50 million users and maybe 10,000 real products, real platforms. So the same, everyone would have had enough users, but it was about bringing right users to right platforms. So meaning, what did then the AdTech did? The AdTech was introduced, and it started to calculate user intentions. Because if you are in the sales, we speak of the buyer intention. What are the buyer intention? What does he want to achieve? And if you know the buyer intention, you target the users based on buyer intentions, and you give them buyer intention related messages. You have to give people messages which respond to their intentions. First, you have to bring the right users to the right platforms. And then on the platforms, you have to react to their intentions. Okay, the first step is as well intention-based. Bring intention-based users to the intention of the platforms, because every platform focuses on certain intention. And then on this platform, then you convert, you do even further intention-based calculations. Okay, so practically Web2 learned to calculate user behavior, to predict the user behavior. How did it do it? Now, Web2, of course, we know Google. We know the Google search engine, and Google was the first one who got this idea. Maybe the others got this idea too, but Google implemented it. The search history. Google started to use a search history. It tells much more about you than people think. Because if you search, you search something based on your internal needs, interests, intentions. And based on this, Google started to categorize the people and to create this micro-targeting, micro-segments, to collect the data about every individual. Now, but this was the first step. Now, the second step was, well, like we had the browsing history. Okay, how Google gets the browsing history? It's, it's via the captcha. Via the captcha, Google gets the browsing history. Facebook. Now, Facebook has, people are feeding the data into Facebook, and Facebook is analyzing this data. Facebook earns the revenues via the ads. Google earns the revenue via the ads. Twitter. How does Twitter monetize it? The platform via the ads. Now, all three of them, they're ad technology platforms. They're ad platforms. Now, why? Because they calculate user intentions. They use different data sources. The Google one is forced to use the Google search. Okay, they have as well email contents, the YouTube contents, massive contents. They link everything, of course, together. They're not telling this to you, but all your accounts are linked together. Of course, they make the face. We have no clue that these different accounts belong to you. They know it. So, and they calculate the intentions, the buyer intentions for this identity. The same what Twitter is doing. The same what Facebook is doing. Now, of course, okay, wait. And what does this enable? This enables intention-based targeting. Again, this means we bring the right users to the right platforms. And on the platforms, we convert the right users whom we got to the platforms, right visitors into the users. 2 steps. Bring users to the platforms, convert users on the platform. Intention-based. Now, and that's what emerged in Web2. And that was this crossing the chasm effect. It wasn't just like a Geoffrey Moore in his wonderful book that he described. It happened out of something.
It happened. Nothing was there, and then it happened.
I just walk on the street and then it happened. Like, why? What was the reason? What was behind this? What was the trigger? There must be something. That was it. It was an AdTech. First AdTech from Google. Massive innovation. So now, of course, now people can say like, "Hey, I'm using the AdWords and all of these things." I see they're only like, okay, if you're using AdWords, you see they're like maybe a high-level geography-based targeting. Then you can add what is a male or female. You can have like what is education, what is like this is a sports or technology interest, and so very limited, very limited. Now, but you see, this is what the general public needs. Now, how does it work in the background? All these thousands of attributes they're calculating about you, and so-called microsegmentation is created. Now, this microsegmentation can be in the style: give me all technologists who are interested in Linux and who are using the Mozilla browser. That's it. That's an example. And you are targeting this segment via your ads. Or you define the other microsegments. So practically, Google has thousands of attributes about each of us, and based on these thousands of attributes, these microsegments are calculated, and the ads are based on these microsegments. And microsegments are not this one that you see in the Google Ads or AdWords. These are much more specific. Now, we are this right users to the right platforms. This means the users started to resonate with the platforms. Now, before users got to some random platforms, I remember there was like this big indexes. I looked on the indexes, like, oh, there are these cool platforms, other cool platforms, and so it was fully random where you landed. And did it resonate with me? Okay, I looked at the technology. I said it's very cool. Yeah, it's a cool technology. So, but the point is, if we start to bring now users to the resonated platforms, so if something resonates with me, I will like it. I will come again to this platform. I remember this. I recommend this to my friends. They will come to this platform. That's how it goes. So it's about not just bringing right users to the right platforms. It's giving to the users these resonated platforms that it resonates with him, and he gets resonated messages on this platform. And that's how we create this liking, that users start to like this platform. And that's how it happened. Again, this crossing the chasm. It wasn't that it happened out of nothing. Now it happened out of something being the ad technology. So that's how it went in Web2. Yes. Tarmo, okay, please. I started to talk too much. Tarmo, please, you say what you think.
Yeah, it is. And what happens in Web2? Web2 could reduce acquisition cost massively. And they had initially also some probably $1,000+ per transacting user. And then acquisition cost went down. And now the acquisition cost in Web2 have been reduced even further by using adaptive UIs and fine-grained intentions. Now we talk almost about acquisition cost in Web2 around $15 per transacting users. So it's very efficient. It's working very well, all user acquisition in Web2. And now when we compare it with Web3, Web3 is something like you can say historical today. We have mass marketing. We use key opinion leaders. We use media. We use banners. Key opinion leaders are not working. If you use key opinion leaders, 95% probability your results will be even negative. Not that you stay by your baseline. No, you get negative
okay, and if some calls are listening to this, and if you don't like it, then we say, sorry guys, that's called free speech. But in this case, the free speech, we have some factual data behind the free speech as well. You go to AlphaScan, there's 625 calls, key opinion leaders listed. You sort them by 30-day returns. And surprise, the last time, I think it was 1 week ago when we checked from 625, 23 calls had produced in 30 days positive results. 23 from 625, but this means that 602 produced negative results. Now, but the little difference is you have to pay these calls too. So you pay the calls and the impact was negative.
And you get negative results.
So it's a double whammy. So if you would not have paid the calls, so okay, you would have saved the money. Okay, maybe the negative result would have been even bigger. We don't know it. Anyhow, point being,
This is Web3 marketing today. It uses full mass marketing approach. It uses full call approach. And what is very interesting is all these KPIs, so key performance indicators. What you don't know about AlphaScan, people even don't know it. It's not at all measured. It's like when I wrote my master thesis about one-to-one marketing some 27 years ago. It was, if you do marketing, half of your marketing budget is thrown out of window, but you don't know which part. This was the attitude. And now we have the same attitude. Just give them money and they do something. But how do I monitor it? How do I see effect? How do I see the outcome of marketing actions? And it's completely missing today in Web3 marketing. And then we are surprised why are our acquisition costs enormous.
Okay, Tarmo, but in the sake of transparency, I have to correct you. There are tools to check the effectiveness of calls. These tools are there. Now, practically, let's be transparent here. You give to every call is unique UTM link or other links, and then you can check, let's say, how many users you got to the website, how many of them converted, how many of them transacted. Yes, okay, but even if you do this, you are doing tracking of mass marketing. Now, Web3 marketing today is mass marketing. It's not personalized marketing. Now, in a Web2 that we spoke before, we got into this micro-segmentation in very fine-grained, intention-based targeting. In Web3, we call it 1930s. Okay, we are doing a lot of X-Spaces every 2 weeks, and we call it 1930s style marketing. Everyone gets the same message. Now, of course, in a previous X-Spaces, we have said the 1930s marketing was a huge technical innovation compared to the previous type of marketing, which was traveling salesman. So it was a massive innovation. But it was traveling salesman, then 1930s marketing, and now we are in the Web2 marketing when we are this, let's say, micro-segmentation based marketing. But the Web3 is not this micro-segmentation. Web3 is in 1930s mass marketing. And yes, there are projects, Web3 projects, which are now doing the tools to track the call effectiveness. So you're still doing mass marketing and then you measure the effectiveness. And then I'm like, guys, please phrase the question and answer. And if you, if your question, asking a wrong question, it's like, how can you get the right answer? What's the point of monitoring call effectiveness if you're doing mass marketing? You shouldn't do mass marketing. You should go into personalized marketing. But Web3 marketing, okay, you have calls, then you have media. What is media? Media is you go and buy the articles. And via these articles, okay, you create this visibility, you create this trust. Oh, Bitcoin.com wrote about me, Cointelegraph wrote about me, Coindesk wrote about me. I must be a very cool platform. So, and this delegates the trust because that's the business case of these media publishers. So they publish your articles and they delegate their trust on you. And then the readers are reading these articles and think, oh, and it's published on Coindesk, so these guys must be something. And then it is the same on a Cointelegraph, on Bitcoin.com, and some other crypto media. And so it goes. So trust delegation, and via this, you create awareness of the project. But it's a mass marketing. Everyone gets the same article, everyone gets the same content. Now,
yeah, and Martin, now come back to technology lifecycle, that users need different marketing message based on their intentions or position in technology lifecycle, and this is not happening. It is not happening that we feed people with different messages in Web3 marketing. And then we are surprised why our user acquisition costs so high.
Horrific. Why the users are not converting. Yeah. Oh, and let me add one more method of the mass marketing that we have in the Web3 is the banners. Now, the banner, you go to CoinGecko, you see the banners. You go to Etherscan, you see the banners. You go to CoinMarketCap, you see the banners. You see banners everywhere. And but the banners are again mass marketing. Everyone gets the same message. So that means we have calls, we have media, we have banners. Everyone gets the same message. Then some marketing agencies, they're very creative. They've invented, like, they call it guerrilla marketing. Okay, 4 or 5 years ago, we learned about guerrilla marketing. They're still doing guerrilla marketing. You see, the cool stuff is like guerrilla marketing. You don't need to explain to the clients what you're doing. That's just doing, I'm doing guerrilla marketing, and, you know. And the clients are giving you money, like, ooh, he's doing guerrilla marketing for us. Now, but whatever. Okay, we are just joking. But do you see, this is all mass marketing. This is the same that Web2 was before the ad technology was added. Ad technologies bring right users to the right platforms, and then on the right platforms, okay, these are the visitors, then convert them to the real users. Okay, and how do you convert it? Via intention-based, buyer intention-based targeting. So, no, but the Web3 marketing, mass marketing. No, okay, we say it's mass marketing now. Marketing agencies use, of course, a nicer word. It's called hype marketing. So we say mass marketing, agencies say hype marketing. Now, who are the biggest beneficiaries in marketing at the moment? These are the marketing agencies. So these are the middlemen between the calls, media, banners on one side, and then the projects on the other side, these 50,000 projects. Now, and this hype marketing, what is done, this is going to token buyers. This is like fully, that's what you have to do it. You have to do the hype marketing. You have to get the token buyers. And but we know they are not always token buyers. There's a lot of hunter-gatherers who are just coming and collecting the rewards, and they're selling them, disappearing. Or you get the coin flip-floppers. So, but even but we are saying even the hype marketing, what the agencies are offering you, we call it mass marketing. It ain't working. It ain't working. So, but projects think, I do hype marketing. I create awareness from my token, and hype marketing brings to me users. Okay, we say dream on, will not bring. You will get some hunter gatherers, you will get some coin flippers, maybe you get some token buyers who are then trusting your project, your vision, and so maybe, or maybe only a little bit. But will you get the real users, meaning users who are using your platform? Can you convert now the investor who bought your tokens from owning your token to using your platform? Guys, these are two different profiles. One is the investor who is speculating on profit. Okay, probably has a high willingness to take a risk, and other is the user of your platform. So fully different, let's call it persona-based targeting. So probably hype marketing will not convert your token buyers, your token holders into the users. It will not. So now users will come via association with your platform. Users will come via resonance. It has to. Users' intentions have to resonate with your intentions, what you offer him. So that's how you get the users, not via the hype marketing. So, but that's the Web3 marketing today. Okay, we call it mass marketing. Agencies, for the biggest beneficiaries, call it hype marketing. But it doesn't bring the users. Now, why we need the users? Because we want to build scalable businesses. Scalable business means users who bring revenues, and revenues are more than the monthly outflow, meaning you generate positive cash flows, you get the discounted cash flow, which brings the value of company. So,
Martin, okay, now let's be specific. How Web3 could cross this customer get users?
oh, okay.
How?
Yeah, okay. We need an AdTech. We need an AdTech. It's all the same what was done in a Web2. We have to calculate user intentions. We have to calculate buyer intentions. And we have to bring the right people to the right platforms. And these visitors, okay, right visitors to the right platforms, and these visitors to convert them to the users. 2 steps. Now, how do we get there? In a Web2 Google, we spoke using search history, using the browsing history. Clear. Twitter, we know it. Facebook, okay, who gets these revenues with the ad? Okay, you enter data for free and they monetize the data via the ads. Perfect. Perfect strategy. But it's an intention-based targeting. That's how they make the revenues. Now, but the same in a Web3. Okay, Tarmo, do you want to say how to calculate the intentions, Web3?
It is very simple. In Web3, we have public data, very accurate data, financial transactions. When you have maybe 12 financial transactions of a wallet from public blockchain, so everybody can read it, you can calculate intentions of a wallet owner, and you get prediction accuracy over 98%. And you can say very specifically what the user is going to do in future. And financial transactions have enormous prediction capability. If you take search histories or this captcha browsing histories, this don't have such an accuracy. And what we have in blockchain is very accurate data. And from this data, we can calculate very accurate predictions of users' behavior or contract behavior.
So, and this enables then the Web3 AdTech. Now, crossing the chasm in a Web2 happened because the Web2 AdTech was introduced. Not just that some guy walked on the street and then it miraculously happened. Now, in a Web3, we are exactly in the same situation. Mass marketing, but it's not working anymore. Okay, just an indication, look on this call marketing, which is not producing results anymore. Why it's not producing the results? Because you're sending mass media messages to all this diversified audience. It ain't work anymore. The same story that happened in a Web2, we are in the Web3. Now, the next step is AdTech. Okay, again, 2 steps. Okay, three steps. Calculate the user intentions, bring right users/visitors to the right platforms, or try to convert them to the similar platforms, or try to steal them from your competitors, and then convert the visitors. 3 steps. And in a Web3, the big advantage being we have the blockchain history. And via blockchain history, we can calculate the intentions, meaning the next steps.
Yeah, so you don't need companies like Facebook or Google which prepare all this data. You can go into blockchain and start calculating intentions.
Oh, exactly. Now, all Facebook value, if you look on this S&P, you see the value of Facebook is actually the value of Facebook data, which is a private data. And they are monetizing this private data for technology because they have intention calculations, and then they have their clients who are buying this data. De facto, they are buying the ad system. They're buying this data. Now, but all this data is the private data. In blockchain, this data is public. Now, do we need a Facebook? Do we need a Facebook? Then, of course, we need a social media kind of, but this monetization model, you will not have. You will not have in a Web3 because the data is public. Okay, but that's another topic, right? Got a little bit sidetracked. So, how can Web3 cross the chasm via Web3 AdTech? How did Web2 cross the chasm via Web2 AdTech? And now we are so far that the Web3 AdTech is emerging. It's coming. So it's there. And we are getting to these things to this phase that project starts to realize the mass marketing is not working. Now, why is mass marketing not working? Because everyone is applying the mass marketing. And all these users, they get flooded with these mass marketing messages. They're like, how it's called, like a trash status. They get like a small white fog or like electrostatic, like this trash status. They get so much signals they don't understand anymore what's happening. They drop everything. You have to bring
white noise.
Oh, it's called white noise. White. You get so much noise and you just drop everything. You just say, hey, ignore it. Not relevant. No. And you're not getting this resonating system. Oh, okay. Now, and this is now the Web3. It's emerging. The AdTech. There is now Web3 industry landscape, the growth landscape. Okay, we'll now look on this landscape a little bit. It's beautiful that this landscape is there. This landscape has like 100+ companies. Now, ChainAware, of course, is there too. So now these all companies on this landscape in total have received 1 billion funding. 1 billion. Okay, 1,000 million funding. These 100 companies. But you see, guys, just we were speaking, I think, some days ago with Tarmo about this landscape. You see, guys, if you look on these projects there on this landscape, there it's more of the same. It's more of the same mass marketing, the loyalty programs, the referral programs, whatever things. Now, it's very, and even if, and there is some attribution components, that attribution meaning that you calculate the attributes of a wallet/users. But this attribution is a very token holding based. Like, who are the holders of the 1-inch token? Who are the holders of unit token? Okay, why this so much the hype marketing? Sorry, this attribution of the token holders, because it's the marketing to the token buyers. Token buyers marketing, that's a hype marketing. It's not marketing to bring the users, it's marketing to bring the buyers. But what is just said before in the call in the Twitter space, the buyers/token holders versus the users are fully different personas. Fully different personas. And because one persona, it's a risk taker, it's taking speculator, it's taking profit, it's investing, maybe it's just a mathematical approach to take a profit. The other is the user. So fully different personas. Okay. So there are some projects doing attribution, but there are no projects who are doing like focusing on intentions. And now we, ChainAware, now 1 out of 100, yeah, or 120 maybe projects there, who received in total 1 billion funding. We are focusing on intention-based calculation because the code landscape, what we have in a Web3 is more of the same. It's more of the same mass marketing, repeating the same system, which now gets into this white noise status, starts to create this white noise signal. You're putting more money in, but you're not getting the result out. So it's time to jump to the next level. Yeah, next level. The same as a Web2 did. Oh, sorry, Tarmo, I'm talking too much. Maybe you say some words. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what happened. What we have to do is now transformation of this Web3 grow landscape over to intentions-based marketing, and this was key ingredient for Web2 to cross the chasm and to get transacting users and platforms. It was AdTech and intention-based AdTech. And it is so simple. And when you look on this Web3 grow landscape, Martin, you presented, you could share it one more, maybe in Twitter after, or maybe tomorrow. And it is more like historical. User did do in past something like this, but past don't predict what the user is going to do in future. Okay, he lent some money in Aave. It doesn't mean that he will lend it in future. He has now a new intentions. And this is now the biggest issue in this Web3 grow landscape. So it is mass marketing and it takes a historical perspective. It don't take this intentions perspective that you predict what is users' intentions.
Okay, and this growth landscape, it focuses as well a lot on the hunters and gatherers. Sorry for using this name. But these are all these how they're called, like all these bounty systems where you go on some platform, do some little actions, and then you get the $1 or $0.5 or so. But then you do this every day on 50 platforms, and you earn $25, maybe $50, which is maybe
good for hunters. Good for hunters.
But this doesn't bring you the users. So there are all these loyalty systems, all the hunter systems, all the other systems. But the point is, this current landscape that we see, so-called Web3 growth landscape, is mass marketing. It's more of the same. The key issue is here, not doing more of the same. The key issue is to do the qualitative jump, the same as Web2 did this qualitative jump. And we have to admit it to Google. Google was the innovator. The Google offered these calculations. Okay, everyone knows Google from the search and so on. Yes, but search gave you intention data. to Google. And Google started to calculate out of this your intention and they started to monetize this data. Google didn't monetize your search data. Your search. Search was for free. If something is for free, then you are the product, okay? And then, and so me, everyone else, we become the product for Google. Google calculated our behavior, and we started to get the ads. But we, of course, sometimes the ads were annoying, but we had these ads, we got to the right platforms. Google did the innovation. Now the others started to copy it. Okay, we've spoken about this. No, but it's intention-based targeting. Intention.
Martin, but now let's come again back to Web3. Which intentions technologies are now available in Web3?
Okay, of course, we speak about ChainAware. So ChainAware, we're running chain and awareness on the chain. It's not awareness just of the chain, but of wallets on the chain. Behind wallets are the users. Now, we all know the Matrix movie. And we look on the chain just so as you look on the Matrix movie. You see these green characters on the screen. You know, most of people, we see the personas behind the green characters. We see people, we see the intentions, we see the behavior. And by clustering these people together into the microsegments, you can target them. You can target the personas which you want to target for your platform. And this microsegment you bring to your platform. On your platform, you will convert it additionally via one-to-one targeting, via one-to-one messaging. Okay, yes, so all technology is there. So we have one-to-one targeting technology. Why we call it one-to-one targeting or personalization technology, or it can be also user acquisition technology? Because we start from intentions. Of course, we can as well target based on who used certain protocols in the past. Okay, like a past view, maybe you need two views, like who used certain protocols in the past, not token holdings. We're not going on token holdings because you need users. You do not need token holders. You do not need 1 inch holders. You need probably 1 inch users. These are fully different categories, different personas. We go on usage. We're not going on the holding. And which technologies are available? I think there are pretty limited providers now. The Web3 growth landscape providers, the Safari, they put us in the attribution sector. We think we are more in the AdTech sector with the one-to-one targeting because we are saying the issue is not about attribution. The issue is not about analytics. The issue is about targeting. Bringing right users to right platforms, converting right visitors on your platform. That's the issue. And yes, we have this technology. So, okay, we keep developing it, we keep adding and adding it, yes. Tarmo, your comments?
Oh, it is technology which can bring acquisition cost massively down. So 10, 15, 20 times and be a catalyst to that Web3 goes over the mainstream because Web3 has a normal cost advantage. Web3 is fully digitalized. And if Web3 would have now AdTech comparable to Web2 AdTech, then it is clear or Web3 will just take over the market. And ChainAware has AdTech technology which can be a catalyst for this transformation.
Okay, now, and this remark, I'm noticing we are in the 60 minutes. Okay, we usually try to keep X spaces on 60 minutes. Now, we do X spaces every 2 weeks. Yes, today is then number 18. The focus crossing the chasm in a Web3 how. So we discussed 1 hour about this. On the beginning, we had 5 minutes, like little technical issues. Sorry for this. So we'll put this as well on the YouTube so that you can listen to it as a podcast. Yeah, okay then. We hope you like the discussion. The next discussion is then number 19. In 2 weeks is the next discussion. I think now in the coming week, I think on Thursday we have as well one other X space. Let's see the announcements. We agreed with one of our partners, so this will be a very interesting with some other Web3 growth companies. We'll discuss together. Yes, so listen in, and me and Tarmo, we hope you like it. So please share and please reflect, please comment. Okay, guys, then let's finish here today. So thank you a lot. So till next time. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.